So wrong. So wrong. Eyes up to the cap, looking for a better day. Head for the stress, need another place for my head to lay. They wanted raw shit. I'm about to give it to them. Came up with a boss bitch. She can fly and sit in the living room. So ain't no time to crack. Time to get it out of this bitch. This was part of the plot. I was just feeling the back. Cut from another club. And a whole other best shit. Yeah, I'm all this. Check the color and text quick. Hit the talk and the whisper quick. Look how wrong you are. They know that I'm quick. I deserve all of this. Strive for heaven first. I outlive all my people. Saying he'll die with me when the trouble comes down, Lord. When I heard for the best, you gon' do me fast. You gon' take my class. Oh, come on. Run it back. Yeah. 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 It's time to lead the enemy yesterday. I'm heaven sent. These niggas just on some extra shit. And I ain't impressed with it. Could you keep that? Shalom, Israel. With Isupkbmore coming out of 1 West, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Bringing out this truth since 1969, letting blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, everybody that you see on this band behind me, let them know that we are the true people of the Bible. You understand? Start off with Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rockefeller to the brothers, Yahweh Shemar Adam by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. Tonight's class, we're going to bring out the dietary love. You understand? Let you know that if you still eating that swine, that the Most High is not with you. You understand? Let you know that it is not a small thing when you decide to go against the dietary law. Like, this is a diet, like, it's documented for a reason. You understand? The Most High wanted us, He wants us to be a holy people. You can't be that if you go against what He tell you to do. Then you're just like the rest of the heathens in the world. So anything that happens to you, you see what's going on to these people that get to eat whatever they want. You understand? They get the coronavirus. Like, everybody running scared, going crazy. But if you Isupkbmore, then you already understand that the Most High already has a plan for you. And that plan is for you to be around forever. You understand? For your soul to live on. You understand? Like, that's what we need to understand. Like, don't be afraid of all these new plagues that's coming upon the heathens of the world, the Gentiles. As long as you keep these laws, you gotta stay strong. Like, stay close to the Most High. You'll be okay. You understand? The Most High is gonna protect you. You do right by Him, He's gonna do right by you. Just like with you and your kids. If you tell your kids to do something, if your kids are obedient, they're listening, you're gonna make sure that they're good. Like, you're gonna make sure, you're gonna make sure they're happy. You understand? Of course, you're gonna take care of your kids. That's your kids. But you're gonna make sure that they're good. You're gonna make sure they're happy. You're gonna make sure that they know that there is a reward behind them doing right by you. And that's exactly what it is with the Most High. There is a reward for us, but we gotta be willing to receive that by doing what we're supposed to be doing, by following the laws, by opening up that Bible, by reading that Bible, by getting the proper understanding, by coming into these classes, by coming into the Isupkbmore, looking online, looking for Isupkbmore in whatever city you live. You understand? Like, that's what we need to do. We need to understand that we have an obligation to our power. And that obligation is to do right. That obligation is to keep these laws, statutes, commandments that are placed upon us. That's what we need to be doing. And if we're going to keep going against that, then we're going to be punished, just like we're being punished now. We need to get that. This is not just some lane that we're in just by chance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't a big bang that, you know what I mean, blew us from across the world over to America, and now we're here. You understand? Like, none of that happened. We need to understand that we're here because this is a punishment. This is a sentence. You understand? Like, we've been sentenced to America. So understand that. And I know there's a lot of people, like, we deal with all types of things to try to get us away from this sentence that we've been put in. You understand? Like, we try to do all types of things. Like, we do drugs, we drink heavy. Like, we do all of these things to try to escape, but there is no escape. You can try and get an escape from it, but it's temporary. You understand? It's like if you get sentenced in jail, if you get time and you feel like you want to run away, if you get out, if you escape, once you get caught, once you go back to jail, you're gonna get double time.
You understand? That's what suicide is. That suicide is you escaping the sentence that you got, and then you getting caught up, and then you're gonna get double time. Like you're gonna come back in an even more a worse predicament that you were in before you decided to kill yourself. You thought that you can escape this by killing yourself, and then maybe you can get out of here. But no, this sentence can't be bought by no man. This sentence is going to be until the Most High decides that it's over. When the Most High feels like you learned your lesson, till you prove yourself to the Most High, that's when this sentence is going to be over. But until then, we are we in jail. You understand? We're prisoners. We're prisoners in America. You understand? I know a lot of people might feel like they're not prisoners. You might get a couple of dollars. You get to, you get to travel. But you gotta make sure you got them papers with you. You understand? You make sure you got that permission slip from our oppressors for you to leave and go places. Because if you don't, you will be tortured. You will be, you know what I mean. You may not see your kids again. Your kids might not, you know what I mean. Like you definitely gonna pay for it. But I want to break out. I want to jump into these dietary laws because this is very important. And a lot of people look at it like a small thing. You understand? Like when I remember I first got into the truth. My family, everybody, when I say, nah, I don't want to eat no shrimp, no crab, no pig, none of that. Everybody got jokes. Everybody, you know what I mean? And yeah, they still got jokes. Everybody still got jokes. You know what I mean? Like you go to a cookout, they got the pork on there. They like to play like, yeah, boy, look at that nice sausage right there. Look at them pork ribs and all that. Like they like to play with it. And I tell them like, y'all, you might think it's a light thing until the Most High decides to give you all manner of diseases and plagues that come inside your body. You think it's funny now? That's you know what I mean. Most High will have the last laugh. You understand? But if I could, sir, let me get Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Okay. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. You understand? You are a holy people. The word holy just means like that you're different. You understand? You're separate from everybody. You are a holy people. You understand? You know what I mean? Go ahead, sir.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Man, you a special people to the Most High. You are a special people. So you damn right you're going to get a dietary law. You damn right you're going to have a bunch of stuff that you can and can't do. You understand? Because you are a special people. You can't let them go on and walk around like the rest of the heathens. Like, the heathens fear everything. Like, they fear everything. You know what I mean? Like, they fear everything except for, you know what I mean, the things that they put in their body. And everything's a goddamn delicacy. You understand? Everything. And they'll charge you crazy for these abominations. So not only are you committing laws, you're committing sins, but you're also paying a lot for it. So you paying out the pocket a lot, and you're paying a lot because the Most High is gonna be done with you at some point. You understand? Go ahead, we finished that. Go ahead, sir.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
I mean, we better than everybody on earth. You understand? We better than everybody. Understand? Teach your kids that. Tell your kids. Tell the babies. Let them know, man. We better than everybody on the earth. You understand? Like when they go to these schools and these heathen teachers, they tell them things. You know what I mean? Like tell them how weird they are or how bad they doing because of whatever reason, or they get fed up with them and they might say something out of line. Then of course you go up there and the stories change. You know what I mean? Your kids have messed up so much. They, you know what I mean? They going against it. They going, you know what I mean? They not even trying to give you the whole story because if they tell you the truth, you know what I mean, then they gonna get in trouble. So they tell you half the story. But just let your kids know, man, that they are special. We are a special people, better than everybody on the earth. You understand? But we put in hell. Well, we're prisoners in America, Babylon. You understand? Like this is a punishment, and we're being punished. And as long as we decide to keep doing what we want to do, we're going to stay punished. That punishment is going to last longer and longer. The longer we like, and the Most High is one of His beautiful things is that He's patient. He's long suffering. He's patient. He gonna wait. He gonna let us keep on messing up. You understand? But one thing we gotta get past is that everything that they are small things. You understand? Like Chris Rock had a joke one time. He said, "Man, people saying you can't eat pork." He was like, "You can't eat pork. You mean to tell me that you know what I mean? I'm gonna go to hell because I eat pork?" He said, "Man, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go to God and be like, hey God, I saved a bunch of kids, but I ate some pork. You know what I mean? That's going to determine whether you gonna go to hell or not." You understand? Of course, there's a big misunderstanding that he got the whole heaven and hell misunderstanding, but he pretty much saying that he shouldn't be punished for eating pork, and that's heavy right there because he's like an icon. You know what I mean? A celebrity. So the kids gonna listen to him. You know what I mean? It was pretty much well, we were the kids. Like you know what I mean? Chris Wright, he old now. I think he got nothing new out, but their influences follow on. You understand? Let me get Romans 12. I mean 7 and 12. Right.
Kind of.
I'm trying to get there with you.
The book of Romans 7 and verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good.
You understand? These laws are just and good. You understand? Like these laws are perfect, man. You understand? The Most High make these laws perfect. Everything that we're supposed to do and we're not supposed to do, you know what I mean, is perfect. Everything is perfect. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get that. We gotta understand. Paul was trying to tell us, man, that these laws are holy, just, and good. So keep the laws, man. You understand? You might not know it now because you know what I mean. Our understanding is not like the Most High's understanding. So understand, you do need to do what the Most High tells us to do. What's documented in the Bible, you need to do it. Make sure that you do it. Keep every law, man. Don't let these dirty, disgusting preachers tell you that the laws are done away with. Don't let them keep you from your heaven. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Don't let that man keep you from you because he already in his heaven. He getting money off your grandmother. He got money. He getting money off these women. You understand? And then they get men to come to church and they get money off these men. You know what I mean? He hitting the men, women. You understand? Like he's in his heaven right now. Yeah, he's living good. And we just going to continue to make him live better. He in his heaven, man. Don't let him stop you from getting to your heaven. You understand? Let me get we could jump into it. Can I get Leviticus 11 and 1, sir? We're gonna jump into the dietary laws, man. We're gonna hopefully bring out some understanding to let everybody know, you know what I mean? In case you never knew, in case you just always hear it, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, once you hear it, you probably ain't with it. You probably just hear it like, man, I'm not. It's crap, yo. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't even understand or know where the dietary laws are. But we're gonna bring it up tonight, man. You get that, sir?
Leviticus 11 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel.
You understand? The Most High telling them, go ahead and speak to the children. Tell them these things. You understand? Let them know. You know, just of course, this is us just coming out of Exodus. You know what I mean? We were coming out of Egypt, just freed us. You understand? So we let them know. You know what I mean? Speak to the people. Go ahead.
Saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
These are the beasts that you can eat. So he's telling us right here, out of all the beasts, out of all the animals, you understand? And of course, nowadays, like that number is very low because of the white man, because of the oppressor. You understand? That number is low. You understand? Like so, but it's still no. These are the beasts. Out of all the beasts on the earth, that you can eat. Go ahead.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud.
You understand? Like whatsoever part of the hoof. You know what I mean? So you got the hoof right here. If it's parted right there, it's lawful. You understand? And it's cloven footed. Cloven footed is pretty much like a shape of, I guess, what? Yeah, cloven.
Like a ninja boot.
Kind of like a ninja boot. Like a ninja boot, exactly. You understand? And chew up the cud. Now, chew up the cud. You understand? Chew up the cud is, matter of fact, if we could, let me get the definition of. Give me the definition of the word remnant. Is ruminant. Is RUMINANT.
Remnant definition. An even-toed, ungulate mammal that chews the cud, regurgitated from its rumen. It names the animals: the sheep, antelopes, deer, giraffes.
Tough. You know what? With the tougher we can use the Jeff to put this up on so we can show the people. Pretty much it's like it's an animal that it eats it chews the food up, swallows it. It goes into another stomach. It had two stomachs. It goes into one stomach, then it goes in the other. And they pretty much can chew and eat that meal like it's constant. They'll eat it, chew it up, it'll go into the next stomach. You understand? So they got pretty much like two digestive tracts that they'll deal with. So it's pretty much the two stomachs. That's what they have. Like, and these are the animals that is lawful to us. You understand? If anybody, like,
Cud basically is an animal that eats grass, swallows it in one stomach, regurgitates it into its mouth, chew it again, and swallows it into the next stomach, just like what you said. The cud is the regurgitated grass and vegetation that it vomits up from or regurgitates from its first stomach. That's the cud.
So these are the animals that this type of beast is what the Most High deems clean for us to eat. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Among the beasts that shall ye eat, nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof.
Some of the examples.
As the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Right. So a camel is unclean. You understand? What else? A horse is unclean. You understand? Like, you can't eat a horse. I know that's like, you might go somewhere, places, you might go to a quote unquote fancy restaurant. They probably got all types of things in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all types of just disgusting animals that you can eat. And they probably got fancy French names for, that make you think like, oh dang, that sound alright. They gonna hit you with the ass. They be roasted over this type of fire, this flame broil, and we got beautiful lemon juice that we spray on it. They make it sound real nice, you understand? But we going over the dietary law, so you can know what it is that you shouldn't eat. Like, so you won't get caught up in that whole. You won't get caught up in that trying to impress your friend, trying to impress your date. You understand? You might go on a date, go to somewhere nice. You know what I'm saying? What is it?
Hey, breaking news. 3 cases of coronavirus confirmed in Maryland.
Yeah, nice.
So you might want to kick that in with what you're doing. Do it say what part? Let me see. 3 cases of coronavirus in Maryland. Health officials have confirmed the first 3 positive cases of coronavirus in Maryland. Governor Larry Hogan issued the following statement. The state's public health library in Baltimore has confirmed the first 3 positive cases of novel coronavirus in Maryland. The patients who contracted the virus while traveling overseas are in good condition. We have been actively preparing for this situation over the last several weeks. Across all levels of government, I encourage all Marylanders not to panic, but to take this seriously and to stay informed as we continue to provide updates. That's all they got. They don't have exactly where it is. Let me try to look down a little bit further, but no.
But it said Baltimore, right?
They didn't say Baltimore. They said Maryland. If it was Baltimore, they would have said Baltimore.
I thought I heard you say something like Baltimore or something.
It doesn't say specifically Baltimore, it just says Maryland. The story is developing right now.
Another reason to keep these laws, man.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? Another reason to stay by the Most High. This right, that's definitely a reason to stay by the Most High. You understand? The plate is coming closer to you. You understand? Plate is coming to a heathen near you. You understand? I'm hoping that we stand. I'm hoping that we stand away from. I'm hoping that there ain't no black people that's still shopping and that's still going to Chinese stores. You understand? Like, we need to do them like how, you know what I mean, we were done. You understand? Look at them like the disgust of the earth. You understand? Like, we need to keep away from them, man. We need to boycott all Korean, Chinese, whatever they is. They got slant eyes, man. Don't go near the store, man. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta be smarter, man. We gotta be smart. We gotta be smart with this. You understand? That we can, like, because we gotta protect each other. Because if you're sloppy, then you know what I mean, you're in danger of somebody else. You still want to go there and get the chicken and rice, you understand, get the yakami. You still want to go there and get the shrimp fried rice and all that, man. You putting people in danger. You selfish, man. You a selfish bastard if you do that, man. Because everybody's out here together. Like, Israel need to stay together. And we need to stay together, man. We need to stay together. Stay away from these dirty heathens, man. Keep each other. We need to protect ourselves. I mean, that's heavy, man. Like, I feel like this class is even more important now. You understand? Yeah, it was important. But now, like I said, that disease is coming to a heathen near you, man. And hopefully you won't be affected by it. But you gotta keep these laws, man. You understand? You can't be hot. You can't be cold or hot. You understand? You gotta be in it. You understand? We can keep going, bro. Yeah, verse 4. Nah, we got.
We was in the middle of verse 4.
Come on.
You want me to start over?
Come on, you start over. Right.
Leviticus 11 and verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you.
Man, he's unclean to you. Most High telling you that beast is unclean to you, man. Like that type of that description. You got a combination every time. They gotta have the right combination. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like that. You understand? Like, in order for you to eat it, man, They gotta, you know what I mean? They gotta the hoof gotta be parted. You understand? Cloven footed. They gotta chew the cud. You understand? They gotta have those things put together in order for you to eat it. If you don't do it, if those things aren't together, this you know what I mean, don't eat it. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you.
You understand? The coney is that's the radish. You understand? In the rat, that's a part of the radish then. Coney. You understand? So you can't eat that. You can't eat it. Most High told you can't eat it. But of course, you know what I mean, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna go somewhere you know what I mean, somewhere. And it's gonna be a delicacy. It's gonna be on the menu. And you're gonna look at it like, dang, Coney. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna ask them how to fix it. They gonna give you all the herbs with it and all that. Like, yeah, it's real good. And you're gonna be one of them fools that be like, I try anything once. Try anything once, man. Let's see what happens. Like, try that coronavirus for once. Let's see how, you know what I mean, how you make it out of that, man. Keep the laws. Do it, sir.
Verse 6, and the hair, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you.
The hair. That's the radish. You know what I mean? Another in the radish family. You understand? The hair. He unclean to you. You can't eat it. You can't eat that. You understand? Do it, sir. We getting here. This is the battle that everybody gets. You know what I mean? This. You know what I mean? We got brothers and sisters that died in the Bible because of this right here. You understand? Because of this right here. Because you know what I mean? Our oppressor loves it so much. Like they put it in every damn thing, man. Like it's in everything. It's a thing that you wouldn't even think it's in. You understand? This is disgusting. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 7, and the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
Swine, man. That's swine. That them bacon bits. That bacon. You understand? Like you know what I mean? That everything gotta have bacon. Everything is better with bacon. You understand? You go every goddamn way. I had you know what I mean? I had got a Reuben. What was it? Not a Reuben. Roast beef sandwich. Understand? It didn't even say it came with anything. It just said roast beef. I'm already hungry. Hell, I'm working. Stop at the Northeast Market. Go in and get me some, you know what I mean, sandwich, a little drink. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit right here and eat. And I take a bite out of it. I'm like, man, it tastes a little weird. And you know, I'm chewing it. And I open up the other one because they split it in half. Just you know what I mean, he split it up. And then, had bacon all in it, man. I said, good. Like, I ain't even, it wasn't even on the menu. Like, it wasn't even on it didn't even say, yeah, you can get a cornbread with not cornbread, roast beef with everything on it. You know what I mean? It just said roast beef sandwich. I'm looking at the ingredients, like, wow, yeah, I can play with that. Go and get that, man. Shorty didn't do the bacon on there. Killed me, man. I'm hungry as hell. And ain't no peeling, taking off the bacon and putting it back together. Nah, ain't none of that, man. Like, it's the file at this point. It's the file. Like, my meal is the file. I wasn't even hungry no more. I just said, forget it, yo. I guess, you know, man, I shouldn't have spent no money anyway. Shame on me. But, go ahead, sir.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He divided the hoof. He divided the hoof. You know what I mean? And he cloven footed. You understand? But he don't chew the cud. So it's unclean, man. It's unclean to you. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
You understand? So don't even these unclean animals like you don't even touch the dead carcass of them. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Don't you see a dead Who you see? Any dead animal on the street, anything that look like it's been maimed anyway, like don't touch it. It's unclean. Like you know what I mean? It's disgusting to you, man. Like just don't touch it. Go ahead, sir.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
You understand? Now we in the waters. Now we get into the waters. We done came off the land. Now we in the waters. You understand? Whatever's in the waters, the seas, and the rivers. You understand? Any fish that's in there, it's gotta have fins and scales. And you can get on your Google machine and look these up. And this is what I did a lot when you know me when I first was told about the truth. Like I would Google everything, like every fish. Cause you know what I mean. You had to cut off the shrimp, the crab. You know what I'm saying? And we from Baltimore, so I know being from Baltimore. As soon as the sun hits, as soon as you get a nice day, like shit, I can sit outside. You do thinking about getting some crabs. Get a beer, get some crabs, man. Like that's a day right there. You understand? Not no more. You understand? Not no more. Now when you come into the truth, you come to the truth, man. It's time to let that go. You understand? You can't do it no more because the Most High said don't do it. You understand? There's plenty of things that you want to do that you can't do, and the Most High said you can't do it, so you can't do it. You understand? But yeah, like you know what I mean. It's gotta have fins and scales. Just look them up. Just go to your. You can just type it in. What fish have fins and scales? You'll get a nice list because you know when the Jewish amulet they make sure that they put it they call it the kosher list of fish that you know what I mean you can eat. So it'll pop up all kinds of fish that'll pop up that have fins and scales. So you just gotta do your due diligence, man. Like you gotta do your due diligence because Corona coming, man. Like Corona, it's here. Like the coronavirus is here, man. Like you gotta protect your kids. You gotta make sure your kids ain't touching everything, man. You gotta make sure because the videos that came out, like these people, they pissed. They pissed off. They pissed off at their government. They mad as hell. So what they doing? Spitting on their hands. They rubbing the railings of everything. They all in the elevators, touching the buttons, spitting on the buttons, rubbing it in. Watching people like it's disgusting. When I first heard this, I ain't think it was real. I was like, yo, that ain't real. Who the hell recorded this? You understand? It's security cameras that got them, but it's not a issue that only happened. You know what I mean? Those 2 times. Like this is an ongoing thing. It's because some people pissed off. They mad at their government for not jumping on us like they should have. You understand? But the thing is, like they just disgusting, man. Like it's nasty as hell. You out here eating all manner of everything, and then you expect for somebody to do right by you. You understand? But you out here eating everything, putting videos out, man. There's so many videos out now with uh with uh with, with Koreans, Chinese, whatever, eating all types of everything. Man, I seen dude eating he was eating matter of fact it was a chick, female eating. She was eating an octopus, eating an octopus. Joint got stuck in her throat. She had to drink some sake or something, chase it down with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how disgusting they are, man. Like you got the tentacles getting stuck. Matter of fact, yo wasn't even dead. Like you know what I mean? Like they just swallow it down. Like like if they disgusting, man. Like I said, man, ready or not, Corona's coming. Like it's here, man. It just touched down. Just understand, you know what I mean? Guard yourself. Guard yourself with these scriptures, man. Guard yourself with the law. You understand? Have the Most High as your protection, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way that you beat it.
That's
You
right.
understand?
That's right.
As a matter of fact, I want before we can if you can we can come back to it. we stopped at 11 and 10. I'm gonna come right back to there. But I'm gonna get slide. Okay, Judah. Let me get Judah chapter 5, verse 20. Judah chapter 5, verse 20.
Judith.
Come on.
The book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error against this people.
You understand how that? Let me give them some context. These are heathens, you understand? And they talking about going against the children of Israel, you understand? And this is a soldier talking to, you know what I mean, a man above him. And he's going to him, you understand, ever so kind, you understand? He's my Lord and governor. You know what I mean? Like he's talking to him with all due respect about attacking us. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And they sin against their God. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
He pretty much told him, like, man, look, if they sinning, if you out there eating, if you going against the dietary law, you still eating what you want. If you going against any law, if you believe in that Christian preacher that's telling you, man, you know what I mean, God has done away with the laws. You understand? If you believe in that garbage, man, if you believe in, you know what I mean, if you believe in your preacher, the woman that's up there preaching, you understand, that's wearing the business suit, that's telling you, you know what I mean, that this is your year, you understand, that you gonna be better. You understand? Like if you believe in all the garbage that you hear, man, if you take heed to that and you go against these laws, you understand that this will be your ruin. And everybody that wants to come against you or everything that wants to come against you is going to win. If you can't fight the temptations, you know what I mean? If you go somewhere and you smell crabs, you understand? You know what I mean? That if you go to your cousin's house or whoever stay, you know what I mean, they in the world and you go there and they eating crabs and the season they smelling good. They got the beds jumping on, they playing cards, they at the table, you understand? They having a good old time playing cards, enjoying themselves, eating crabs, you understand? And you like, God, yo, and they like, you want these crabs? You don't want to get down? And if you can't fight that temptation, if you like, yo, I want to, but I can't, yo, I'm on this new whole Bible thing. I can't really deal with it. Come on, man. You can have some crabs, man. Look, we eating crabs. Even grandma eating some crabs. She damn near 90. She's still alive. God must be with her. Man, go ahead and get you some crabs, man. Go ahead and take a seat. Some chairs over there. And you go in and fall into that trap, you know what I mean? That is your ruin. You understand? And everything and everybody that's going to come against you, they going to win. You understand? But the flip side of that coin. You understand? Can you get 21, sir?
Come. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity.
If there be no iniquity, if they ain't committing no laws, if there's no iniquity, you understand? Iniquity is the law. I mean, it's just committing the law. So I mean, it's sin. It's a sin. That's what iniquity is. It's a sin. If there be no sin, you understand? Go ahead, sir.
In their nation.
If ain't nobody in there committing no sins, man. They all doing right. They didn't all, you know what I mean? They walk past the crab shop. You understand? They see the strips. the strip spot, the bubble gum strip stores and everything. No matter how good the season smells, that's what we smelling. It's the season. It's not even the food, really. It's, you know, it's how well something is seasoned. You know what I mean? You can put the season on anything. I still eat crab chips. You know what I'm saying? Just because the Old Bay season tastes good. You understand? You ain't got to eat the crabs. But go ahead, sir.
Let my Lord now pass by.
You understand? And he tell, hey, check this out. As humble as he was, please, sir, you understand? Please, my Lord and Governor, if they sin, we got them. I promise you, we gonna tear them up. Like it's gonna be so easy. It's gonna be a beautiful day. You gonna become even more the man that you are. We gonna chop them down, man. Take everything that they got, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. But, son, if I could, my governor, my lord, if you do, and there ain't no iniquity, and you still go against them, and there ain't no iniquity in their nation, please pass these people by. Please don't go by. You understand? He warning them. You understand? I'm telling you, please pass by, man. Go ahead, son.
Least their Lord defend them.
Man, their Lord is going to defend them, man. He going to defend them. He got them because they doing right by him. Go ahead.
And their God before them. And we become a reproach before all the world.
Man, he gonna make us look crazy, man. Like, yo, we gonna look crazy. He gonna do us in, man. We gonna be that example. Everybody gonna know. Yo, don't mess with these. The same thing I'm telling you, walk by, walk on past, man. Don't bother with them. Like, don't bother with these people, man. They doing right by their mighty power. They already know, like, these heathens know they ain't got no power, man. They know they don't have no power like we got a power. They got dead things and things with no life, no legs, no arms. They can't do anything. That's what they got protecting them. But they look to them. They, you know what I'm saying? After they eat the rabbit, they keep the foot for luck. You know what I'm saying? They got the lucky rabbit foot. They rubbing the foot. Make sure they got all things that try to keep them. That gives them some type of hope. And then they pass that garbage on us. Now we out here with rubbing rabbit foot, you know what I mean, playing lotteries with the rabbit foot and hoping that we win. Got the 4-leaf clover and all that. You understand? Hoping that we can get a win. But you don't, man. You don't. Like, you know what I mean? We gotta keep the laws of the Most High. You understand? That's the only one. That's the only one we gonna get. But, we get back to where we at? Leviticus 11 and
22.
22.
And when Achiah had finished these sayings,
you on Leviticus?
No, we on Judith.
Judith. No, we done with that. I'm sorry.
You want to go back to Leviticus?
Come. Okay. Yeah, we're going back to Leviticus. We done with that.
Leviticus what?
I think it was. So we was on 11 then.
Leviticus 11.
I think. Okay. We can start from 10.
Leviticus 11 and 10.
Okay.
Leviticus 11 and 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
An abomination, man. Can we get the definition of abomination, sir, if I could?
Come. Abomination. Definition: a thing that causes disgust or hatred.
You know what I mean? Everything that the Most High is telling you that's unclean, you understand? You should look at that stuff as disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You should hate it. You know what I mean? Like you should see somebody eating crabs and like, God damn, you disgusting now. Like I hate it. You know what I mean? Like that's an abomination. That's how you should look at it. You know what I mean? You should not be hungry no more when somebody put bacon on your food because you should be disgusted. You understand? Like you should have that type of mentality when it comes to these unclean animals, man. Like that this like it should turn your stomach and just have you in a whole different mindset from just being comfortable and wanting to eat. Now you don't want to eat nothing because it's ruined. Because they shall be an abomination to you. You understand? Go ahead, son.
They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and keep it.
Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
You understand? And all these things, like, it's plenty of things. You know what I mean? I definitely, you know me, growing up in the hood, like, if we went fishing, you know what I mean? Catfish was, that definitely was that. That was that. Catfish, man, like, you know what I mean? We used to get I got a homeboy used to catch them. And he could give a bunch of them to my mother. She would cook them up, make him some, whatever. Like that was the thing to do. When you understand now, like yo, now that it's a disgusting thing, man. Like catfish, like those things, like it's an abomination. You understand? Like I mean, those they're not abomination. Oh yeah, it's abomination. But they're bottom feeders, man. They eat anything that they can get their hands on. Then you put that in your body. Just like crabs, like you put that in your body. It's that bottom feeders. You understand? That eating whatever gets to there. If you throw a body in the water, crabs are going to eat it. You understand? Crabs are supposed to clean the waters, the rivers. You understand? That's why downtown looks so. That's why the water downtown in the harbor is so dirty because everybody catching crabs. You know what I'm saying? This is the home of the crab. Everybody catch crabs, and then you know what I mean. The water stink and look, you can't even see down in there. Like you can't, you will never like you fall in the harbor, man. Like you need to get deep. You need to have a detox. You gotta get all types of shots, man. That is nasty, man. It look crazy in there. You understand? Like and people don't seem to understand it. Everybody just like yo, the hot water is dirty, you know, it's disgusting. It's crazy and dirty and disgusting because of you. Like you're doing it. You're eating all the crabs. All the but you know what I mean, the bottom feeders. The most high put these things here to clean earth. I mean to clean the waters. And then we taking them out to eat them. Go ahead, son. Oh, yeah.
They shall be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever. Wait a minute. Did I read that? We on 13, so like it. And these are they which ye shall have in abomination among the fowls.
Now we in the air. You understand?
They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle.
The eagle, man. Like, you know what I mean? You can't eat an eagle, man. You can't eat an eagle. I know you got that long wingspan, and you probably like, ooh, that's alright. You know what I mean? They predators, like you know what I mean. They prey. They foul. What is they prey like they're prey like they. Let me get the exact goddamn word slot. Birds of prey. Like they're birds of prey, man. So you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just eat. You can't just eat them. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty thing. And the Most High is letting you know right there. You know what I mean? Among the five, they shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, the ostrich. You understand? Which is another bird. Actually, a very beautiful bird. You understand? The ostrich it's a colorful bird. Like it's colorful. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nice. You understand? and the offspring. You know what I'm saying? Another bird. You know what I mean? Another fowl. You know what I'm saying? And the vulture and the kite after his kind. So all of these things after their kind, you can't eat these. You know what I'm saying? Even every raven after his kind. You know what I'm saying? The owl, like all of these are birds of prey. All of these things, like that goes on. But then we get into verse 19, and we got this in the story. Yeah, we on 19, so if you could.
We on 19?
Come on.
Come.
Okay.
All right. Verse 19. And the stork, the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat.
And the what?
And the bat.
Man, holy, abominable beast of the world, Batman. Come on, man. And the bat. The bat. You understand? That was my Robin impersonation. Man, the bat, man. Come on now. And the bat. Man, you know what I mean? Like, you can't eat the bat. Like, it is right here. If the Koreans, Chinese, whatever they are, if they understood the Bible, if they cared enough to read the Bible, they would have saw. If they cared, I doubt they saw the kid because they like, you know what I mean, Buddha, he eat whatever. I can eat this, you know what I mean. So this is not their God. But it's sad because we supposed to be on top. If we were on top, if we never disobeyed, if we were never disobedient, then we could have been governing these people. And right now they wouldn't be dropping dead. They wouldn't be, you know what I mean, hitting the ground face first. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have to, you know what I mean, Osborne wouldn't have to read the article that said that there were 3 people found with the coronavirus here in Maryland. You understand? Like, this wouldn't be going on if we were still in our power. Because we wouldn't let them do nothing. You understand? When we are in power, they ain't gonna eat none of that, man. You gonna be eating none of that.
Hey, look, this is what we gotta understand. Because black people are so-called multicultural, we are particularly vulnerable to this goddamn virus that's coming because we allow everybody in our community. We allow everybody to come in our community and to prosper off of us. Meaning this, all of our businesses, our properties have been usurped and taken over, and we made not a sound, not a whisper. These heathens are in our neighborhood and amongst us. The Bible calls them the strangers that are amongst us. Well, guess what? They are here, they are amongst us. They're making our food. They're packaging our packages. They're making different products for us to use at home in our personal space. So we're going to them to pay them for their services, man. We're going to their establishments to get food from these people who eat mice, rats, and bats, who store them in the same location so that they spread germs and viruses amongst each other till one finally jumped off to a human and start dropping them dead. But we allow that nastiness and that abomination in our communities because of Christianity, man. Right. And it leaves us so vulnerable. We don't even understand how vulnerable we are. We'll walk into a Korean store to get a bacon, egg, and cheese, and that Korean just dealt with their cousin who came over in a cargo ship. You know what I'm saying? Illegally. They just came over from Wuhan, China. They cousin. And they just got exposed to it. But we'll go in their store. We'll smile. Good morning. Good morning. They love to take your cash. They even bow when they take your money. They bow. You ever notice that? They bow when they take your money. And we think that they're honoring us. They're not. They're looking at us like, you dummy. You complete utter idiot. We're feeding our people. We just came from a third world country with nothing. And we came over here with nothing. And we took every opportunity that was slated for you.
Right.
So you go back home to your ghetto. We'll go back home to our 5-room house out in the suburbs. But even more disturbing is that I will subject you to every disease that my life has allowed me to subject you to, because I'm dealing with people overseas all the time. I'm getting my products from China. I'm getting my products from Korea, and I'm selling them to you. That virus can live on the surface of anything for days. It makes us ridiculously vulnerable, and our leaders aren't saying anything. And of course, white folks aren't saying anything. White folks have their communities, which and in their businesses and their corporations, which are white. In our community, we have the poorest of the poor: Chinese, Koreans, Arabs, the poorest of the poor with no health care. You understand? They come over here to dwell in our neighborhoods with us. We allow it. We not only do we allow it, we love it. And we go to them before we go to any of our businesses. We subject ourselves to everything that they have been subjected to. That virus. That's why it's come to Baltimore. That virus is in Baltimore to tell us to quarantine ourselves from these heathens, man. When you see a Chinese man on the street, walk the other way. Put on a mask. Don't go into his business establishment. You understand? Because this is crazy. Why are we subjecting ourselves to death to put their children through medical school? That's insane. Salaki, I didn't mean to take over your class. Go ahead. Salaki.
Yeah, that's every point. And then, like, we call them mama. We go in the store. We showing so much love and respect on them. Hey, mama. What's going on? Let me get to them things, mama. And then, you know what I mean? They barely show love, man. Yeah, you're right. We definitely we show hella love. We need to detox.
They show hate.
Yeah,
they show hate.
Yeah, they do. Hate and disrespect. You understand? But you know.
I was just going to add on what you're saying. Like, we show all that love. They don't even show absolutely nothing back. Like, they won't let you go for a penny.
Right.
Get a nickel.
Right.
You know, not even a penny. You're a penny short. No, they put that back in the freezer, wrapping that sandwich back up or whatever. They ain't even trying to let you go for 1 cent.
Right.
But we got all that respect and that love for them. Turn around and hit that brother though.
Right. Yeah. Happy. Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. Like, we got too much love for them, man. Like, it's too much. Like, what you say? We cultured. That's weird. We always gotta be cultured. It was like the thing to be. You gotta be multicultural.
Multicultural.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, son. Let me get that.
Where you at? You was at 13.
Oh, we on Leviticus chapter 11, verse 22.
Go down to 22. Leviticus 11 and verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind.
Locust. You didn't know that. We can eat the locust. You understand? You know, we matter of fact, that's what I'm bringing to the next high holy day. I'm bringing some locusts and I'm gonna see, you know what I mean? I mean, brothers jump over it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get the locusts, I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce on them, you know what I'm saying? Put some herbs on it so they can look like they in the grass, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Actually, you sell chocolate colored locusts, grasshoppers, and stuff like that. You can get them offline.
Yeah, you can get it. You can get them. They sell them in what's the market moms
Oh, bro.
organic market. Yeah, they got them good.
Hey, wait till the cicadas come out.
What?
The locusts, the cicadas.
Right? They love them too.
You
Right.
can get spaghetti sauce. You can get all that, man. Honey. John the Baptist loved honey and locusts,
that's
man.
what we get to you, right?
Love that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's finish this off. Yeah, that's what I was gonna jump into.
Mhm.
To show that.
All right, the rest of 22.
Come.
And the beetle, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind.
Right? All these things are lawful, man. Most High deem these things to be lawful. All these things we can eat, man. You understand? And we can, matter of fact, we can jump to, we get Matthew 3 and 4, sir.
The book of Matthew, verse 3, chapter 3 and verse 4. And the same John had his remnant of camel's hair and a leathern girdle about his loins, and his meat was locust and wild honey.
Locust and wild honey. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all he ate. Locust and wild honey. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's law. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I mean? That's just verifying even more. I mean, you don't need no more verification. It's in the Bible. Most High put it down. He said, you know what I mean? Moses gave the word. He gave the dietary law. You understand? It's lawful. I just wanted to bring that up. I just wanted to jump into that. But I like it's this coronavirus though, man. Like we gotta be better. We gotta be smarter. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep giving money to these people when they going against the Most High. Like we gotta get into a spot where we going against whoever going against the Most High. We gotta jump on this side. It's like we read it. What was that? In Judas. You understand? How we do right by him. You know what I'm saying? He got us. How people should be scared to come up against us if we doing right. If we keeping the laws, you understand? There's nothing that can come against us. You understand? Like that's where we gotta be at. And we gotta dietary laws so that we already know that there's things that we can eat. We can eat, you know what I mean, these feasts. You understand? We shouldn't be scared to eat these feasts. I know that, you know what I mean, I know the oppressor is pretty much they poison everything, you know what I mean? So we got these battles, you know what I'm saying? Should you be vegan? Should you, you know what I mean, eat meat? I used to be vegan, you know what I'm saying? I didn't did them battles, you understand? Matter of fact, with you know what I mean? Ramada. I did it, you know what I mean? True with Ramada. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me if I could let me get Romans 14 and 1. You can see how old that battle really is, you understand? Romans 14 and 1.
The book of Romans 14 and verse 1. Him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
For one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs.
You understand? Who is weak in his faith, you understand? Not to say that, you know what I mean, he a weak brother, you understand? But it's pretty much saying like he's weak in his faith. Because he's saying that, you know what I mean, you can only eat herbs. You can't eat meat. You understand? You gotta be vegan, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just eat what you want to eat. Go ahead, sir.
Let not him that eateth, Salakia, let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not.
Don't despise. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't hate that brother because he not eating. But you decide that, you know what I mean, you gonna start eating and you gonna stay away from him. You understand? Don't hate that brother. You understand? Go ahead.
And let him which eateth not judge him that eateth.
You don't judge like it's just pretty much like don't judge like there's you can eat what you want to eat. You understand? Like we got dietary laws. You understand? So you gotta stay within the dietary laws. But you can, you know what I mean, don't beat a brother down because you know what I mean, you all on the GMO, you know what I mean, kick. Don't eat this and don't eat that. You know what I mean? Because this brother decided he gonna eat things that are lawful. Both of y'all eating lawful. You know what I mean? Don't beat up that brother because he want to do what he gonna do. If you want to be a vegan, let that man be a vegan. Still gotta eat that, you know what I mean? Eat that lamb. Don't Passover. You understand? That's another thing I had to learn when I was vegan. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you still gotta eat that. So I still had to do that. But at the same time, like man, like don't beat a brother down because what you believe and what they believe. You understand? Because as long as you keeping these laws, the Most High got you. That's what we need to understand. Like as long as we doing right, keep the laws and the Most High got us. We ain't gotta be scared of what we gonna eat or none of that. You understand? You still be mindful. You understand? You still protect yourself. Still know that the bread is defiled. You understand? Because of the oppressor. Because of, you know what I mean, a lot of it ain't real. You still protect yourself, but you ain't got long. But you still, you know, you got protection. You got a higher protection other than just you deciding, you know what I mean, eat some herbs or whatever. Because I still eat herbs. I still deal with it because I want to be strong. I want to be better. I want to keep my body, you know what I mean, away from disease and everything. But don't, you know what I mean, don't beat a brother down because you a meat eater and he a vegan or he a vegan and you know what I mean, you a meat eater. There's a battle that's been going on. But like I said, we got the dietary laws, man. Let's keep these dietary laws. That's what we should be doing. But let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Man, prepare that goddamn bacon to smell good when you know what I mean, you at somebody's house or you at the store. Prepare, you know what I mean, be prepared for, you know what I mean, for them crabs to smell good, man. Them crab legs to smell good when you walking past somewhere or you going to somebody's house. You understand? Be prepared. You understand? This stuff is going to happen. Just know that. Be prepared for all of this to happen, man. Be prepared for your grandmother, your aunt, you know what I mean, your homeboy mother. You understand? Your girl, your red parents. Be prepared for them to offer you, you know what I mean, some stuff that look hella good. You know what I mean? They got you at the house, they got the greens smelling good. They done cooked it with the pork and all that, and that joint smelling good. Be prepared for that. You understand? You come in this truth, be prepared for that, man. Be prepared to still want it. Be prepared to still want the food that you used to eat. That, you know what I mean, that are deemed unclean in the Most High. You understand? Be prepared. Because, you know what I mean, it's going to happen. It's got to happen. Same way that Christ was tempted, who the hell is you not to get tempted? You going to get tempted. We all get tempted. You understand? Past the temptation, though. Just to understand that, man. Be prepared for the temptation, man. They're going to come heavy and hard. You understand? But you got to be prepared for that. And the scriptures get you prepared. As long as you know what's coming, you can take it a little easier. It might not be that hard for you to deal with. You got to be prepared, man. It's going to happen. You drop that. Let me get, Revelation 3 and 4. So. I'm sorry, Revelation 3 and 15.
The book of Revelations 3 and verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you in the middle. You understand? Sometimes you like, you know what? I ain't perfect. I'm gonna just eat a little bit of this real quick, yeah, cause yo, it ain't nothing else to eat in here. I'm about to smash some of this things that's supposed to be deemed, you know what I mean, abominations to us. That's supposed to be disgusting to us because you're not hot or cold. Go ahead, sir.
I would now thou Salaki. I would thou wert cold or hot.
You understand? Go ahead.
So then, because thou art lukewarm,
Man, you lukewarm, man. You in the middle. You neutral. You trying to stay neutral. You like, yo, you know what I mean? I know what I should be doing, but I'm gonna be cool with the Most High and the strength and the crab leg. You understand? I'm gonna be cool with both of them. But you know what I mean? The Most High said, because you lukewarm, go ahead, sir.
and neither cold nor hot,
Cold or hot,
I will spree thee out of my mouth.
man, they gonna spit you out, man. You done. You understand? Most High wants you to be. He wants you to be either hot or cold. You understand? This is Christ. You know what I mean? He wants you. Look, you gotta be hot, man. You come into the truth, you gotta be hot. You can't be hot. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be in the middle. You understand? You will be hot or cold, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If a crap will get off the pot, you understand? I still didn't want to say that was a battle right there. You know what I mean? Trying to keep the YouTube channel on. You understand? Like, you gotta be in it, man. You gotta be in it. You gotta be hot, man. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't fall victim to, you know what I mean, to your lust of wanting to eat what you want to eat. Because these dietary laws are serious, man. Most High put these in the book for a reason. He gave these dietary laws to the Most High, to Moses for a reason. You understand? But keep the Most High in your head, man. Keep these laws in your inward parts. You understand? Keep these laws, man, and protect your people. Because, like I said, coronavirus is here, man. Stay away from the Chinese stores, man. You understand? And with that, you understand? Yeah. All right. Let me get. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. Let me get Job 12:6 real quick. We're gonna wrap it up with Job 12:6. Because this right here, I feel like this right here is important because it's so many of the beasts of the world that the oppressor has destroyed and made extinct. You understand? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Why in Leviticus it's saying that these are the beasts. It's telling us all the beasts that we can eat and that we can't eat. But then the terrible truth is that these beasts that the Most High created, that the oppressor has damn near made most of them extinct, man. Go ahead, sir.
The tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure.
We look at that, you know what I mean? You think about this, you think when tabernacles of robbers, we look at that like, all right, these are robbers, these are crooks. You understand? And they prosper. They, you know what I mean? They provoke God. They go against the laws, but they prosper. You understand? The tabernacles of robbers, they prosper, man. They provoke God and they secure, man. They good. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Into whose hand God bringeth abundantly.
Man, they getting everything. They living good, man. They living good up there on top. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Verse 7. But ask now the beast.
Ask the beast, man. Ask all them damn extinct animals, man. I just got my son a book from the library. You understand? And this is about all the extinct animals. You know what I'm saying? That were extinct because of the hands, and of course they say humans. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put it out there with humans, but because of humans. You understand? You got that? You would. All right, let me get that.
But ask now the beast, And they shall teach thee.
Ask the beasts, man, and they shall teach you. If you know what I mean, like if you thinking that they living abundantly, they good, you know what I mean? They crooks though, you know what I'm saying? They robbers, you know what I'm saying? They prosper, you know what I mean? They living good. God got them, you know what I'm saying? And you thinking that they not the wicked of the earth. But ask the beasts, man, and they'll teach you. Ask them beasts that's damn near extinct. You understand? Ask the goddamn what's damn near extinct that you know what I mean? Like, ask the buffalo. You understand? Yeah, hey, like ask them who are the wicked of the earth. You understand? They'll tell you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ask the beast of the fields, man. They gonna tell you who the wicked is. Go ahead.
In the fowls of the air.
Man, ask all the damn birds that ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? Ask them. Ask them, you know what I mean? The birds that gotta fly in all the, you know what I mean, the poison air. You understand? You know what I mean? Like ask them. Ask them who the wicked is. Go ahead.
And they shall tell thee.
And they gonna tell you, man. They gonna tell you. They'll let you know. They coughing, you know what I mean? They dying. You understand? They you know what I mean? They mauled and all kinds of things, and not even from other animals. You understand? Just from being hunted for sport. Ask them. They'll tell you. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Or speak to the earth.
Man, speak to the earth, man. Look at this, yo, the earth is suffocating, it's dying. The earth is dying and suffocating. You understand? We got cement all over the earth, the ground. You can't even breathe. You understand?
Go ahead, wrap it
All right, come on. All right, we gonna drop it at that. You understand? But ask the animals, man. Ask the earth. Everything is dying off because of the oppressor, man. You know what I mean? That's what's going on. That's what it is. But we're gonna drop it right there. I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer Kawan Palak, Officer 5000. Oh, got it right. Officer 5000. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, stir. Shalom. Y'all small done by Shimmy Shah. 1 second, Israel. Here real quick. All right. Security announcements. We are the Isupkbmore out of 1 West 125th Street out of New York. Under Commanding General Yohana, new rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, upcoming holy congregation, we got slaughter of the lamb. We got Purim coming up. When is Purim?
This Sunday.
This Sunday is Purim. So you got to come to 3428 if you in Baltimore, or you anywhere in the area, or you from any other state, get here, man. We getting it on. You understand? For the Purim, we're going to show out for the Lord. We're going to have our garments on. We're going to be shining. We're going to be balling. Come out, man. Come out and show up for the Purim. And we also have the lamb slaughter. When is that? The lamb slaughter is not on that. It is in March, in late March. It is something like that. I ain't get my phone with me. I'm gonna get the lamb slaughter and the location. Salakia. That's my failure. Salakia. We gonna get that. That's coming up in March. That's gonna be absolutely outstanding. We gonna go out. We gonna slaughter the lambs like we did in the old times. We gonna do it as men. You understand? We slaughter and we eat animals, man. That's how it's supposed to be. We don't eat pig. We don't eat coney, rabbits and rodents and mice. You understand? And roadkill and bottom feeders and predators and eagles. We don't eat that because we came with an instruction manual from the one true and only true living God. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian came with a manual. No one else did. And that manual says we can't eat any goddamn thing we want to eat. We can't do any goddamn thing we want to do. We got to do what's listed, what's written, and what has been documented and proven in the scriptures. Brother, and the brother went over it earlier. You better know what you can eat and know what you cannot eat. Because there are plagues let loose on the earth. The Lord is not playing. There are tornadoes down in the Midwest that's killing people. The Lord is not playing. There are viruses that is killing people. The Lord is not playing. There is evil that has been unleashed on the earth. The death angel is in full flight, brother. We need to fear the only entity, the only Lord that we have ever been told to fear. And that is the Most High God. You better fear him. Don't fear the police knocking on your door. You better fear the Most High. You better fear the Most High, man. Look, we also have the Passover coming up in New York. Commanding General Yohanan said that all of Israel is to come together. Stop being a little girl, man. Stop acting like a goddamn woman. Put on all black and come to this event, man. This is when the Lord freed us from bondage, from persecution and oppression. Commanding General Yohanan is saying, let's all come back together under the banner of the Isupkbmore, man. Under the banner of black love, black prosperity, black supremacy. When is it out? April 9th. April 9th. Come to the Passover. Commanding General Yohanan got an entire stadium for us to come together in brotherhood. In brotherhood. Come with good tidings and brotherhood, man. Come ready to drink, ready to party, ready to chill, ready to love another brother, man. Ready to love another sister. This is what Commanding General Yohanan is talking about: unity and strength, culture, society, investment. And with that, I say shalom. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Brak. Yahweh Shemi Abushabarakata. Yazi Matah. Dismissed it.